We're going to break down supported bridge pose. Now there's two variations of supported bridge, one that's going to be underneath the chest and one that's going to be underneath the hip. I'm just going to break down supported bridge underneath the chest. So for this, you're going to have a bolster and that's going to go over the back of the heart. Now you may need a block or 2 blocks for this one. And so you have the bolster like so. And for those people that might need it, there could be a couple of blocks off to the side. You may also need something for your head as well. So you could need almost 3. It depends on the height of your bolster because you want to get something to support your head. And you could use a blanket as well for that. Now this one's easy enough. You just lean over the bolster like so and dropping the head down to the ground. Now the head needs to be on something. The ground is something. A block is also something as well. So you need to have something supporting the head. Then you could have a couple of blocks underneath the arms as well, if the arms don't quite make it to the ground. But if they do make it to the ground, you can simply have the arms down into the earth like this. Or if you only have one block to support your students, you could have your arms back on top of the block like so. Now, compression points you're going to get into this position is something in the back of the neck potentially. So if that's the case, that's going to be your spine, your cervical spine. That's skeletal compression in the back. You can't stretch that out, so support the head and lift it up a little bit. Use a block or something like that. You might get a little compression point at the back of the shoulder here, and this is going to be your acromion, so part of your shoulder blade, pressing into your humerus. So the head of the humerus as it inserts into the glenoid humeral joint. Again, you can't really fix that, but what you can is rearrange where your arms are. So maybe they're going to go more out to the side. Maybe lifting the shoulder blade up is going to help that a little bit because you just turn the glenoid humeral joint to face like upwards towards the sky a little bit more. So that could be a variation that you could find there. If you've got the soles of feet touching, knee spread wide like I do now, blocks underneath either knees, and that's going to make relieve that compression point if you have it there as well. And coming out of this, very important you look after the neck. So hands at the back of the head, bring the chin up into the chest just to release that. And generally I just wiggle down and keep the bolster underneath the back of the head, back of the shoulders like so. And that's just going to create a really beautiful place to rebound for your students. This position is going to be working into the chest. So we're going to be opening out through the pec major, pec minor. So this is going to be into your lung. You could also use this for heart as well, because it feels like quite a big heart opener. You could also use this for kidney, because it's opening out through the front line of the spine, and so the kidney runs along the deep line of the spine. You could also use this for stomach, and you could kind of use it for spleen, but I'd say more for stomach, because you've got a stomach pathway that comes up through your nipples and up through your collarbone, so you feel a nice big release through your chest here as well. Make sure, again, you don't have that compression point at the back of the neck, and make sure you support your head as you come out of this position. And that's going to be your supported bridge with the bolster underneath your chest.